One of the things that helped me become more booked than I ever thought I could be was having a booking frequency. Now, I'm pretty sure I made up the phrasing of this because it wasn't really a thing. But a booking frequency is basically you choosing a time frame, and that time frame is when your clients can book you. So, for instance, if I say my booking frequency is every 2 months, that means that I am opening 2 months of my schedule at a time. And you may be thinking, like, okay, how does this work? What is the point? How does this benefit the business? I realized that I had my calendar open for the entire year. I had a few people that would book me months and months in advance. And once we got to that month, they would kind of dance around my schedule. They'll cancel, they'll reschedule. Sometimes they wouldn't even show up. And I realized, like, I am actually altering my life to be able to be available that far in advance, and it doesn't really work for me. And then when that time comes, they're moving their appointment. So it's like, okay, what was the point of that? That was my first realization that I really needed to get more control over my schedule. The second one was me just not being able to plan for life. I want to be able to schedule my vacations. I want to be able to change up my schedule if something happened, like my daughter is now in an extracurricular activity, or her schooling time changed from elementary to middle school. I want to be able to change my schedule without annoying my clients in the meantime and having to change their schedule as well. It definitely helped me do that. And I chose every 2 months because I realized, like, 2 months gives me enough time to plan my life. It gives me enough time to make any changes within the business that I need to make. And 2 months went perfectly with my client journey that I already had in place. So this brings me to my next point. When you create a booking frequency, you want it to kind of mimic the frequency that you would want your clients to come back. So for me, a lot of my clients came back every 2 weeks, once a month, or they came back every 2 months to get their hair trimmed. So 2 months, in a 2 month time frame, I should definitely be seeing basically all of my clients again. And so when I was thinking about my booking frequency, I wanted to make sure within that time frame my clients would be coming back, and that way I can also see my client retention percentage. But it also allows you to make changes in your business. I was just coaching a hairstylist who wants to change her booking site. She wants to do a price increase. She may be possibly moving salon suites, and all those things. I'm like, these are really exciting changes. And at the same time, we need to plan these changes so that it doesn't shake things up too much with your clients. Things like price changes, switching your booking site. I like to do those in between times where we are about to open our next booking day. So we're about to open the next 2 months, right? If you make these types of changes, like when clients are already on your schedule, it does get confusing. Clients are, seeing that you're booking them on a new booking site, and they have to get accustomed to that. Or clients are already booked and you're changing their appointment to, a service that's called something different now, a service that's priced different now, or any changes you decide to make. When you make these changes when clients are already on your schedule, just trust me, it will cause confusion and it will cause clients to reach out, even if you've already sent them an email, okay, which we're gonna get into. So for me, I like to plan my price increases. I like to plan major changes in my business, and I like to announce them by giving them time to adjust to it. So if I know I'm gonna do a price increase, I'm definitely announcing the price increase 30 days or more to my clients to give them some time to, plan for that. If I'm changing my work schedule, if I'm moving salons, I definitely give my clients 30 days or more. And I like to make the change in effect once the new booking frequency is coming up. So I'm basically about to open the next 2 months. Now let's get into the perks for the business of having a booking frequency. So the very first thing is it builds a sense of urgency, okay? Ethical urgency. It's not like you're pretending that you're like fully booked and you're like, I have one more spot left. No, we're talking about ethical urgency. And so if you have a booking frequency, what you'll start to realize is that clients that used to wait until the last minute to book, they'll start to book the day that you announce your schedule is open for the next month or 2 months. They're doing that because you're actually reminding them like, hey, this month or the next 2 months are open. And so I would love for you to get your spot secured before somebody else takes your spot. And then you'll most likely have to be pushed to the next 2 months. So this starts to keep you at the top of your client's mind. It reminds them to book with you. It reminds them of whatever regimen you have them on or whatever client journey you've already explained to them. And so then they're usually going to get into the habit of booking when you send out that, hey, it's booking day email. And I often get the question like, okay, so on booking day, when I'm announcing that my schedule is open for the next month or 2 months, is it still going to be available after that? And the answer is yes. So you definitely want to articulate your wording in this email that you're sending out to your clients, especially the first one when this is new, and let them know that today is booking day, meaning that we are opening our schedule up for the next 2 months. But although we would love for you to secure your spot today, to make sure that you get the appointment time and date that you would like, please remember that you could still book these 2 months after today. There is just no guarantee that the appointments will be available. So you can word your email in that way so that they don't get confused like, oh, so now we can only book on booking day. No, it's an option. The other thing is it builds your demand over time. Okay, so if you are, again, someone who has clients who books the last minute, or they're like, oh, I'll just book, whenever I think about it. When you start opening your schedule with a frequency, you start to see that more people book ahead of time, which will then make you in higher demand. So, if your client decided not to book on booking day, they're waiting like 2 weeks after you've opened your schedule to the public, and they get on your schedule and they see, oh, she doesn't really have much availability. Then that shows that you're in demand, and that builds up over time, because the person who just waited till the last minute is now like, the next time she opens her schedule, I'm going to book on booking day. So as you can see, ethically, it builds a sense of urgency for people to book that month that you're opening. And it builds a sense of demand over time, because more and more people will book ahead of time, leaving less room and availability later on. Now, here's just a few tips I would highly recommend, just because it can get a little confusing when you start your booking frequency. I would highly recommend you list out all of your booking days and list the months that you're opening next to it. So for instance, for me, I open my schedule every 2 months. So let's just say this month is March. So I would be opening my schedule for April and May, the second to last Sunday of March. The reason I say second to last Sunday is because I like to open my schedule for the next month 2 weeks before that month starts. But I've coached people and have mentored people who are like, I just want to open my schedule on the 1st of every other month, or the 15th of every other month, so that it's easy for people to remember. Just know that when you do that, because it's the date, it changes the day that you're sending out emails, so you may send out an email in the middle of a week, or booking day may be like a Tuesday, which to me is a little odd. And another tip is I would highly recommend your booking day be a day that you're off work. I say this because when people start to all try to cram in on booking day, people may book the incorrect service. They may be kind of scattered over your booking site, and you're probably like, oh, I can bring her up earlier, like 10 minutes earlier. So you want to have time to move people around if you need to, time to reach out to people if they booked something wrong. You definitely want to take advantage of on your day off if you have to do any admin work, like messaging clients back and forth or making any calls. Now, when you have this list of booking days, you next want to make sure that you have an email marketing strategy for your clients. This can be like a whole nother topic, which it will be, because I'm one of those people who are like, I believe that people open emails as long as you're consistent with them and you're always giving value. So my email list used to definitely keep me in high demand and retaining clients. But anyway, when you have that list of your booking dates, then you're going to start scheduling out your booking day emails. So booking day emails is always like, hey, acknowledging the next season coming up, or, the significance or the holidays in the next couple months that you're opening. It's giving your clients some tips, maybe some before and after pictures to show them an inspiration of a transformation that you've done. It can also just give them like updates, insight, and any announcements that the business has. But you do these emails, you send them out having really good value in them on your booking day, so that you're announcing booking day, but that's not all you ever put in it. You put in more information so people can get in the habit of opening and reading those emails. When you do that, the other thing is you want to make sure that you post your booking day in your Instagram stories, and you want to mention it in your content. So for me, the day that I sent out my booking day email, that's the day that I'm in my Instagram story saying, hey guys, I just opened my schedule for April and May. Make sure that you secure your appointment. You can secure it after today, but you definitely want to secure it as soon as possible so that you get the spot that you would like. Blah, blah, right? So you want to post it in your stories on booking day and at least once a week after that, so that again, you can start to build the demand. You can keep yourself at the top of your target audience's mind, because your emails are for your, returning clients, but you still have to post on social media for your potential clients. So get in those stories, okay? Lastly, with content, in terms of promoting your booking frequency, you do want to get in the habit of mentioning it often. Of course, mentioning a specific month can expire in terms of like the relevancy of this post, but I would do it anyways. I would still say, hey guys, like I just opened my schedule for May. Make sure you secure this service right here, like in the caption. And that would definitely start to get people like, oh, you have to book her at a particular time to get your spot. I really, really hope that this helped. Again, I built my clientele off of having a booking frequency. It gave me so much control for my life, for me being able to kind of like slide some changes into the business without it, shaking too much up with my clients. And it just kept a really solid structure for how my business is run. And it was sustainable. So if this helped, please comment below and let me know which part definitely helped. Let me know if you will be applying a booking frequency into your business model. And make sure that you're here for the next video. Like, subscribe. See you later. Bye.